welcome to another episode of Richie's Rainbow Ride, and we are going to use my Supergirl Fabulous bottle that I often take into the gym with me. And this video is just to kind of describe about synchronicities. So whoever out there this is resonating with synchronistically, we're just going to drop that little cherry bomb right there to say, hey, the ball is rolling. And usually we all know I start with my rainbow bag or my unicorn, or I just go full nothing. But so I'm doing something for this beautiful healing hub network that's being started up by a very fabulous energy being, and we have been trying to figure out how to describe synchronicities, and we're doing a synchronistic walk. So last night, and this couple of weeks now, I have been encountering people, not knowing, but finally seeing all of the breadcrumbs come together to create that piece of bread on how to explain synchronicity. So, synchronicity. You want me to use that word okay, so we oftentimes refer to what we're experiencing as 3D, 4D, 5D, and so higher, and all that stuff. But I actually kind of, and they want me to use this word, the word mundane. And it's not a judgment word, it's more of a word of how to help us, as our vibrations are going really high, to remember where we started, how we started off with our mundane baggage. So when we're trying to explain to people synchronicity and we go blah 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 blah, and we all know that look we get afterwards, it's like we're like, yeah, and then they look at us and you're like, what is that? Like you see the deer in headlights dance, like just like that. And we all get that head tilt. We all know that head tilt. So to keep it simple, the best way to describe synchronicity is, is when divinity sees you are following divine existence, divine time, so to speak. And we all know that linear time is just at this point for most of us, especially if you're watching these videos. And there are some people that are going to start stumbling onto these videos that are probably still questioning exactly what synchronicity is. So here we go. I love this. I'm going to give you a prime example, and I have a video of an interview that I did with her, and it could not have been more in my face that day, and it's a great way to describe it. I have a piece of opalite, my necklace. I definitely don't wear it. I bought it, I wore it when I wanted to, and then it went away. And I was going to meet my friend for lunch. And, she was an energy worker, and she worked on me, and we did some chakra cleansing and stuff like that on my system. And that's when I literally gave birth to, like, an alien baby. Like seriously, that's how much it was growing. And I will post the interview with her because she is going through her awakening, and she's in the early stages of it. And it's beautiful that I get to experience through interviewing people at different stages, at different vibrations. And, I keep referring to myself as the interviewer, as I'm like the Carson Presley of the spiritual world, just like that. But anyway, I digress. So the opalite. So I put it on, and I'm like, really? Why? My guidance is just put it on. Well, all right. So I get to the place, and there was a little thing that I could have done on a side quest, but I chose through free will to not go do the little side quest while I was waiting, because I needed to honor myself and be just there, not be in another retail store and then come back and blah, blah, blah. So I'm waiting, and she shows up late. She comes inside finally. So now I've got my opalite necklace on. Now it's hidden. She comes in. I shit you not. 2 giant magical star earrings on, and hanging off of them are opalite pieces. Ooh, that's a coincidence. No, honey. That's called synchronicity. Literally, the universe was saying, you are exactly where you are supposed to be, because she was getting her message and I was getting my message. So I knew in that moment that conversation was divinely guided, synchronistic. Then we started speaking. She didn't know she was wearing magical symbols, so I had to share that with her. And then our conversation kept going more and more. And that's a prime example of synchronicity right there. That coincidence, that's weird. We are just literally shifting the terminology of it. And it's 11:11 right now. And I knew I was going to see my clock at 11:11, but I didn't realize I was going to be recording a video when I was getting the message, you're going to see 11:11. So make a wish, girls and guys. Yeah, dudes and dudettes, we got this. I'm also being guided to speak about what's going on with Aunt Becky. If you have an Aunt Becky, sure, but like the concept of Aunt Becky and how financial scammings are crashing down. And that is also seeding a little plant of synchronicity. Also out there, for some of you, if you've been hearing from your guidance that you are other people's synchronicity moments, I don't know why I just nodded my head 4 or 5 times, but there's a reason why I'm even saying that. This whole video is just to show you guys that. So with the synchronicity walk, we're literally choosing a start point, choosing an end point, and letting divine guidance show us how to get there by using divine tools that we're coming up with. And that's what's so exciting, because for those people that are questioning exactly what synchronicity is, we are showing what it is, because when we come here, we come with a start point, we come with an end point. But choices and free will either take us off our path or keep us on our path. So by us communicating with our divine higher selves, our sovereignty, we are saying, hey, this is what we want to do. We are surrendering the how so that you can show us, oh, I love that, the wow. I love when that happens. Oh, okay. And I'm hearing at this point in the video someone is seeing the unicorn. So now you're going to see the unicorn. Again, literally surrendering, believing, and having faith. Track your synchronicities, track the numbers that are coming through for you. As my water bottle pops, I love when that happens. Look those numbers up. Why am I humming so much? Oh, pausing. Some of you are probably going to write all this down. And again, you can look for synchronicities, but when you're in a synchronistic moment, you are just right there. Speak of deja vu. Deja vu, another sign that you are where you're supposed to be. Whether you're having it or the person you're with is having it, you're in an alignment of a moment. You are there. It's existing somewhere else. You've been there because you were there. A part of your multidimensional selves were there. Wow, this is like a lot of information. And the realness. RuPaul. Listen to the song. Yeah, okay. And our yellow brick roads, and I've done a video on this before, our yellow brick roads, when we start to exist outside of the concept of linear time, one linear yellow brick road, that I'm just hearing is going to make sense to a lot of you. Take an 8, flip it on its side, spin it, spin it, spin it. Also, what I'm getting, because I'm sitting here and I'm going, what is going on here? This is for my viewers. So literally what I'm being shown, and now to share with you guys, if you're starting a YouTube channel, as your followers grow, you're falling into their energetical alignments too, because you are shining for them. So all these little messages that I'm getting, it's for you guys out there. I get what I need to get, but the rest is for you guys. So those little things I just said, whoever that's resonating with, whoever that's energizing with, take it, run with it. And whoever's a speedy little driver, just pay attention to your speed limit. That's it? Yeah, okay, that's it. So, I love you guys. I've said a lot today. okay? I'm saying that because somebody out there has to work on that. So I'm just gonna leave that there. The number 44, some of you out there, check it out. It's got some massive magical meaning. And it is 369. All right, guys, I love you. And like I always say, we got this, dudes and dudettes. I am suddenly very thirsty. Water, hydrate. We must hydrate. We must hydrate. And traffic. When you are sitting in traffic, this is gonna go towards the empath that I'm gonna start doing. We become surrounded by people, which means we're surrounded by others' energies. And when you're sitting in traffic, you're already kind of like, ah! So guess what? You're outside of yourself. Bring yourself back to center. The best way to neutralize some of that excess energy that you're picking up, because if you've ever noticed, you could be in like this awesome moment and then all of a sudden you hit traffic and we think, oh yeah, traffic, I'm cranky because traffic. Nah, if you're an empath out there and a high level empath, you are picking all that stuff up. And that's the kind of stuff that you just, look at that, see someone just got pulled over. I don't know what that I need to honor that little visual that just came by. Like someone really needs to listen out there about being a speed demon. Wow, I digress. Back to what I was saying about the traffic thing. When you're sitting in traffic, again, we're absorbing other people's energies, especially if you are an empath and you're a high level empath. These are little tidbits to just kind of help you with that. You got a car over here. If you're fortunate enough not to have a car over here, awesome. You got a car behind you, you got a car in front of you. Guess what? That's three things of excess energy, plus what's starting to brew in the traffic, what I call manifestation scenario, because that's what starts to happen. The energy jumps from one car to another car to another car to another car. I was guided to keep my distance from the front car because it's visually in my space. So immediately it's entering into my field because it's right in front of me. What's going on over here, it's easier to, what do they call that thing? The horse blinders. I forget what they call that thing with the horse. It doesn't matter, but you understand what I'm saying. So when it's here, you can literally energetically, whew, I don't see that. The car behind you only comes into your spectrum if you acknowledge it in the mirror and staying in one's energy field. So just little tidbits to keep your distance from that front car because it works. I have spoken to people about it that are not even close to the water pond of the awakening experience, and they're like, yo, that works. I'm like, I told you. It's the reason why I'm sharing that. Also, clear quartz, selenite, make a little package, charge them together for my empaths out there. Program them with what you are intuitively guided to program them with. Make them your empath protection pieces. Yeah, I'm gonna be building those. Love you guys. Huh? Okay, I like that. All right, you got this, dudes and dudettes, and stay magical. Listen to where you're being called to land that rainbow. And some of you out there could use a rose quartz, and some of you out there could use an amethyst. Some of you could use both. All right, I'm off and running. Well, I've already been running, but you know what I'm saying. All right, please subscribe. And I've gotten a lot of positive feedback for the last 3 pretty massive activations that I've put out. And there will be more. There absolutely will be more. So it's 14/14 when I just said that. All right, love you guys.